Guys, we're back, and it's good to be back. We're going to talk today about Airbnb arbitrage, of course, but we're going to talk specifically about how to get 5-star reviews, okay? Because if you are an Airbnb host, if you're an Airbnb operator, or any short-term rental operator, you'll know that the importance of 5-star reviews is massive, okay? It's of massive importance to the success of your listing, and that's because you need an average of 4.8 stars, okay, to remain a superhost. And having superhost status is only going to bring you more money, so you want to be superhost, but you need an average of 4.8 stars. Now, if you get 10 5-star reviews and you get one 1-star review, that's going to bang your average down to just under the 4.8 stars. You're going to lose out on Superhost. If you have 2 1-star reviews and 17 5-star reviews, you're going to be under the Superhost status requirement, okay? And obviously 3 stars, 4 stars and things. 4 stars can come here and there if you get picky guests, but you really want to be getting the maximum 5 stars you can to remain Superhost. And since I started Airbnb arbitrage with Airbnb, or running Airbnbs, forget arbitrage, okay? Because I do own one of the properties, so it's not all arbitrage, but since I started, I have not missed a Superhost qualification, okay? And that's every 3 months. So how do you get 5-star reviews? How do you make sure that the 5-star reviews are staying consistent to keep you in that Superhost status? Well, this will apply to other businesses as well, not just short-term rentals. But anything that's gonna get you reviews or get you feedback or get you testimonials, what you really wanna do is to hammer down every single thing that is not your product, okay? Everything that's not your product needs to be nailed down, okay? Because they are reviewing your product at the end of the day, but what's going to influence their review is everything else aside from the product, and then the product as well, okay? So that means, how did you interact with your guest? How seamless was your booking, okay? Was your cost competitive, okay? You know, they obviously booked, so they agreed with the price, but you don't want to be too cheap, I'm not saying that, but was your price fair? You know, was it value for money? Were you offering over? Did you have things like a bottle of wine in the property for their arrival, okay? So when you have all of these things nailed and your guest communication and you talk really well to your guests, your automated messaging is set up very clear, very concise, gives them the access code, gives them the Wi-Fi password, everything up front, tells them all they need to know. Maybe you go above and beyond, you tell them things in the local area that they should check out or that you recommend. Okay, that goes a long way, because if something happens in that guest stay, say the electricity breaker blows, okay, and one part of the house maybe doesn't have electricity, and this is something that's happened to me before, I've not known this from experience, you're very likely to get a bad review if their whole experience of booking this property has been sort of, you know, subpar up until then. But if everything has been above and beyond, and you've been extra nice to them, you've given them things, you've had the amenities of the property that you promised, you know, there's loads of toilet paper, body wash, hair, shampoo, salt, pepper, olive oil, you know, and there's a couple of basic ingredients, there's a nice coffee maker, all these types of things. If that has all gone above their expectations, and then something like that happens, they're much more likely to go easy on you, or to give you that 5-star review when you request it in the checkout message. When you ask them, hey, if you don't mind leaving us a 5-star review, we'd really appreciate it. It goes a long way to helping our family business. I always say that, every checkout message. And so I always get good reviews. And I always give the guest a good review, okay, even if they weren't that good, because they're more likely then to give you a good review. So it's everything aside from the actual stay itself, which is going to save you when something that's out of your hands, you know, maybe happens with your property. And that applies to any business. If you're selling, you know, if you're an e-com guy and you're selling a product online, maybe a physical product, say you're selling lamps, okay? Say you're selling a lamp like this online, and your price is fair, your marketing's really good, the pictures are really good, all the instructions are there, you know, it comes with all the instructions, it comes in a nice packaging, okay? The packaging is going to save you from the product, and then say they get a product and maybe it's cracked and they need it replaced. How smooth you are with replacing that. Everything is going to ease the bad experience that they have with the physical product itself. Does that make sense? You need to hammer everything down, the whole customer experience from A to Z. Become obsessed with it, and you will see the benefits with 5-star reviews and solid testimonials.